Good morning, everybody. It's Lorraine here with Silver Fox. That's what I'm calling it because of all the silver hair and because all of us who have entered that senior zone are all foxes. So today, the exercise we're doing is to get the body, the legs ready for walking or for just starting your day, even if you're in the house. So you want a harder seat, whether it be a wooden chair or a metal bench or a wooden bench or something like that, then that's what you want. And so what we're going to do is we're going to get ourselves ready to go walking. And I'm going to show you what to do. This is a scarf. I've got a piece of fabric, an old tie I know Dan will never wear, or like I cut off the bottom of a man's t-shirt. Okay, so some of you are not going to be able to do this. The way I'm showing you is we're going to go like this, and it's very easy movements. And we're doing 4 of these, okay? And then you rest. But if you have a hard time with holding on to yourself like that, then find yourself a long scarf, a tie, a belt. A belt will work, a piece of fabric, a dish towel, one that's a little bit, it just depends on what length you need. And then you're just going to go like this. And you might not even be lifting your foot off the ground the first time. Everybody's going to be different. So let's stay in your comfort zone. So my toes are still on the ground doing this. So you do 4 and you rest. So if you need to pause the video to go get something to follow along, go ahead and pause the video here and find something to help you to do this. Otherwise, I'm going to go forward with showing how to do this. I'm going to sit near the end of the bench. So I'm going to clasp my hands under my leg like this, because see, I'm going to also get the upper body moving too. So we're going to go like this, 2, 3, 4, and then rest. And then we're going to go 1, a little bit higher, 2, 3, 4, and rest. Oh, okay, I'm going to adjust this. You know, I have such beautiful ankles. They were just like inherited. I need you to see everything a little bit better, but a little too far. So don't mind me. I'm just a normal person trying to help do videos, so it's not going to be perfect edited video. So then you're going to go up, and then maybe you can even bend your ear to your knee. And if you can just barely do this, that's fine on your 3rd one. That's all you need if you're barely lifting. Okay? And so you've got those 3 times done. Now you're going to go higher. And you can do this as much as you're comfortable with, as much as you want. Repeat the video as many times as you want through the day, and you'll have faster results. So what happens is this hip starts setting itself and sinking into the seat, and it just makes you start feeling planted. Like this side feels really heavy into the seat now. It might be subtle to you in the beginning, but for me, I can tell this feels like I'm planted into the seat. This side feels raised off the seat. So we're going to do this leg, and we're going to go up and see how my neck is kind of moving. That's a good movement to get going. And we're going to take the rest. Then we're going to go higher. Isn't this fun? I'm out here in the beautiful outdoors, and it's a blue sky day. I love it. It's great to be out in nature. So you take that rest again, and then you're going to go higher, and then maybe, you know, you might want to touch that other ear to the side. But anytime you feel like your neck and your head want to move with an exercise, go ahead and incorporate it, add it in. You know, if you're going to twist your body, see how I'm twisting a shoulder back and a shoulder forward? Any of these exercises are good to incorporate and add to any routine you do, as long as it's comfortable for you. Now that we've got that done, here's one more, excuse me, where we're going to cross the ankles. And if you need something, if you need something because you can't reach, then go ahead and grab whatever it is you have. And you're going to go up, slide up the leg. Okay? And you're going to rest. And then you're going to go up the leg a little bit further on the second time after your nervous system is saying, hey, she's being nice to me. I like her being nice to me. I'm going to give her some more movement without pain. That's basically what you're retraining your nervous system to do. So now you can go up further. Which a lot of people who are in the senior stage may be at this point where they have to use a cloth. And that's great, because I was pretty debilitated before I started this. And now I can do a lot of things I couldn't do before. And I have more flexibility even than when I was younger. And I was not ever a completely flexible athlete or anything like that, but I could always touch my toes. But when I got really set back with my back, I couldn't even touch my toes, so it took a while to get to this point. I can now do squats pretty deep. I can actually go down to the floor as long as I have a hold of my bedpost. So it does get better. So now you're going to go all the way up to the top and down. And if you can't get up there, you're just going to go as far as you can. Always remember, you're not failing anything. As long as you're doing, there's no failure. So you bring it up to the top, and then back down, up to the top. And I like to push this down a little bit because this leg still has a pinch in it. And it was very painful for a long time, but it's just mostly tight now. So I like to kind of, when I get up here, I like to kind of rock it down like this. Okay? Now that side feels like I'm even heavier into the bench. Okay, so we're going to do cross the leg on this side. We do the same thing. We just start out small, and it's just telling the hips, the joints and everything, you're being very kind, very nice, and you're going to be able to do more with each set at a higher level. And so we're going to do it the second time, and we're going to go up higher. And if you want to incorporate the head movements, go ahead and do that. And this time I'll look this way, because the neck gets really stiff too, and that is part of the frozen shoulder from what I've had my chiropractors tell me. So you rest like this, and I'm already feeling invigorated by what I've been showing you at this time. And I haven't gone out and gone for a walk, I haven't gone out and done anything, but I just feel like my body's starting to wake up and feel invigorated. And that's what you want. You don't have to be an athlete to be healthy. You want to have a sustainable lifestyle of mobility, and that's more important than being even thin, which, you know, a lot of us dream of that, but, you know, that's how it is. So here's one, and I'm all the way up now, but remember, if you're not to this point yet, do not push yourself to do it. If you're just to the point where you can only go like this, stay there until you can inch your way up day after day after day, week after week after week, and then you can do that. And so I'm going to look this way. I have such a beautiful yard. It's easy to look around and see my fruit trees, my shade trees, my little garden over there. So it's fun to be outside to do this. And there goes a bale wagon. Okay, so you can look up and down, up and down. I did a little bit more on here, on that one. But you get the point. It's however many you can do. So then you're going to go all the way up, and then I rock it down. I even kind of push like this, and then you're going to go up again. I give it a couple rocks. Whatever you want to do, you can stay up here for a while if you feel like your hips need a little more help. And do it again. And before you start these exercises, which I didn't do this on the other one, but that's okay, is I'm going to get my fresh squeezed lemon juice coconut water with vanilla, cayenne, and salt in it. I like starting my day with something like this. So what you're going to do then is, before you start this video, you can pause it. And of course you're going to say, wow, this is at the end of the video. And that's okay. Because you can sit and feel your sit bones. Both my sit bones now, I feel them sunk right into this bench at a level where they feel balanced. If one leg feels heavier than the other, then go ahead and do the one that feels a little bit lighter again, until you can feel the sit bones are just setting and sunk in. You just feel more grounded into your seat. So when you get up and you start Feldenkrais, just kind of feel your body. You could be sitting, standing, walk around, feel your body, what it's feeling, because that's part of the intuition, is to pay attention. How does your head feel? How does your shoulders feel? Your chest? How does your stomach feel? Your hips? How does your low back feel? How does the mid back feel? How do your knees feel? And your ankles and your feet? How do they feel? You know, because we're going to be doing some feet exercises. And real quick, I will show you how we do that. So we're going to go ahead and use a cloth, because I know there's probably a lot of people who need this. So we're back at the cross leg thing, and when you're to the point where you can get up here, now a lot of seniors may not be able to get here yet, and that's fine. Find a little tennis ball, any dome, anything that you can play with your feet on. But then you're just going to start playing with your feet, and you're just going to start wiggling your feet and spinning them around, rotating them one way or another, and just keep doing this for a little bit and loosen up those ankles. And then you're going to take each of your toes, you know, wiggle your toes and pull on them. Each one of them, wiggle them, pull on them, loosen them up, kind of wiggle and pull on them. Just give them little wiggles. You know, this little piggy went to market, this little piggy stayed home. And then you can try to get your fingers. I have really short toes, so this is not easy for me. And get your fingers in there and try to get some spacing between them, and just kind of work them out, and just bend them down and pull them up, and bend them down and pull them up. You're going to find that your feet won't hurt when you walk. You're going to find that these toes and these feet have bones that are out of place, and that's why you're having a hard time walking, and that sets your knees out of place. So we're going to go over that a little bit more on another video. Anyway, then you're just going to kind of spread them apart. You can do this sitting, laying down, whatever you're doing. Spread them apart. But if you don't have something like that, I'll just show you with my jar. You know, just put your foot on there and roll your foot around and kind of bend your toes a little bit. You know, just kind of bend your toes a little bit and try to spread them out. Whatever you can find to do. And then you're just going to lift this other one up, and you're going to play with it and get that ankle loosened up. You know, bend your toes forward and back. You're helping. What you're doing is you're helping. And anytime you can help your body do something, it just lets your nervous system be more kind to you the next time. Then you just kind of play your toes, spread them apart, stretch them. Not beyond, you don't want them to hurt them. You don't want to hurt them. But you just kind of stretching them out, bending them around, and just really get things working and going, and just bend the pad of your foot and twist the big toe around. And then just, you know, stretch them out, squeeze them in, stretch them out, squeeze them in, and it will get better. I still don't have really widespread toes, but I had frozen toes when I started, where I couldn't get them to move. Some of them would stand up straight when I would crunch them down like this. Some of them would stand up straight still. So all we want is a functional fitness. That's what we want, is functional fitness. Whether we're young or old, we want to be able to reach up to the top cupboard. We want to be able to reach down and pick something up. You know, only you don't just bend over like this. You know, you're going to kind of get to where you can get it like that, so that you save your back. Anyway, I love all you guys, and I say, Silver Fox signing off. Have a great day, and have a great Feldenkrais Somatic Movement Day.